What's up, CHFFL? Welcome to the first round of the playoffs. I am going out of town for the weekend, so I'm shooting this on Friday instead of Sunday morning. Hopefully there isn't too much news that I missed with my predictions, but I wanted to make sure I got you a video anyway. So we're going to wrap up Week 13, of course. I'll take a quick look at the playoff brackets and situation before getting into the predictions for the consolation ladder and then the actual playoff ladder. So I went 5-1 in Week 13, bringing me to 49-29 on the season. I actually stepped down a little from last year, where I was 51-27, but still a pretty good percentage. This year was all over the place. We all know. I'm glad it wasn't too big of a drop off. Big storyline from Week 13 is that Derek and I fell short against Wes. Had some players exit the game. Had the Chargers get destroyed. Eckler didn't have much of a chance to get anything going. JD gets in, scoring 85 points in the last week. I am salty, so comment all you want on that. Parker pulls out the win by 1 after some stat corrections, although he would have gotten the tie for having home field anyway, and he gets the first round bye thanks to that. Minnie was the team of the week as he completes the sweep of his conference in the second half of the season, and game of the week, of course, Wes beat the Younglings. Waiver watch was fairly boring this week. Just Ty Johnson picked up by $5 by Max. And here's the bracket. So Galaxy Far Far Away, of course, Minnie has the first round bye. So we'll talk about West versus JD. Parker got the bye in the football flicks. Grand Max, that'll be another good game. Swan and I play first. Marty and Mark and Stan and Bannis down in the losers. And of course, the losers are set up so that you'll go up if you win and down if you lose to help place people, because we need a full first through sixth. But as I said, we can revisit that next season. There are some things I'd like to change. I have a little bit more salt before I get into the predictions. This is a graph of the points scored by team. You see we have 6 neatly up in the one section here, and then 6 neatly down a good bit. Of course, my younglings are in that upper 6, and the Wookiees who got in over us are in the lower 6. It's luck of the draw. It was the out-of-conference schedule was the difference between it. I still wish JD good luck in the playoffs. I want everybody to have fun. I'm hurting. All right, into the predictions, the matchups. We got Mandalorian Mercenaries versus Icebox Little Giants. Big story here, Brad, his receivers outmatch most of Stan's team. He has J.D. McKissick, who will be a good start because Gibson is likely out. But Stan got a nice surprise with 25 points from Cam Akers on Thursday. I'm sticking with Brad, but Thursday points, always a good sign that Stan has a chance to win this one. Next, Zero Fun Serve versus Tuscan City Raiders. Mark has the running back advantage. Chubb and Gaskin are better than who Marty's throwing out there. And Cam Newton with -1 points last night. That was not pretty, so Mark is a pretty easy pick here based off the Thursday points. Next, Swan, the Cliff Franklin Sticky Hands versus Derek and my Coruscant Younglings. We have some bad injury news. Gibson likely out with turf toe after exiting the game this week, and Julio out even though he played all this last week, so that's great. We will get Mark Andrews for the first time since trading for him. Swan coming in after 2 hot weeks, almost upset Parker last week, and honestly with the injury news I'm taking Swan because it just feels like momentum's against us. We obviously could win. We have the talent too. The Saints have a great defensive matchup, but I feel like Swan's going to get that one from us. Now, into the real matchups, the playoffs, with Wookiee of the Year versus Knights of Alvin in a galaxy far, far away. On Thursday, lots of excitement. JD gets 14 points from Cooper Kupp. West gets 23 from the Rams defense. The Rams probably a better performance there than what we were expecting. Will JD be missing DJ Moore? Good question. He's doubtful right now, something he's put on the COVID list. And who steps up for him if he is? JD does not have the same depth that West does. He does, however, have a lot of good matchups this week. I know Fantasy Pros has Russell Wilson ahead of Patrick Mahomes. But Knights of Alvin, their flex power, I think, is too high for JD. I am taking West to roll into the conference finals next week. Looking over at the football flicks, we got Coach Boone's 5th grade sissy versus the SC LSU Mud Dogs. Christian McCaffrey, of course, you saw in the Discord, injured again. Probably not going to play this week. That really sucks for Max. The first round picks have just been terrible this year, which is a far outlier if you saw my preseason video about how valuable first round picks typically are. Key players I'm watching, both on Max's team, Mike Davis filling in for McCaffrey and Raheem Mostert. Need one of them to step up and have a big game because Grant's team just has so much firepower. Also, a big question, are the Chargers going to bounce back this week after getting shut out? I think they probably will. And on Grant's side, I'm looking, the Steelers have been the best defense to own this year, but is this a bit of a trap against Buffalo? They gave up 23 points to Washington in the loss last week. Taking all this into account, I'm taking Grant. Grant, on paper, is the better team. It's where the smart money is. And am I also maybe making things interesting? As we've noted, there's a pattern of me picking Max to lose and him not losing. So best of luck to everybody. Love the playoffs. Even though I'm not in them, I'll still be watching intently, and I hope everybody enjoys themselves. We'll see you for round 2.